Hello, all my poor people. It's Michael Diederich here. I'm just a poor boy. Welcome to my channel. It has been a crazy week. I've been really happy with my posting schedule. On April 23rd, 25th, 27th, 30th, May the 2nd, May the 4th, all of those days had videos, and in that time also had two premieres with live chat, which have been super fun. A little over 10 days ago, I had everything queued up and ready to go. I was like, wow, I am like 4 videos ahead of the game. I've got time. And now here we are 10 days later, and I'm going, I don't have a video yet. But there's so much to tell you. Great news is I have a couple of commissions. One is a current commission. You may have heard me talk about Hercules. It's a piece, kind of like an ocean pour. I'm going to do something kind of experimental, and that's really exciting because he showed me with video kind of, his bedroom and where the painting's going to go. But the thing was, he's got complete trust in me. I just love this guy. So he's like, hey, this is kind of like the measurements. You tell me, do I need one? Do I need two? A big one, 3 small ones? What's going to fit in that wall? And you're the artist. I want to trust the artist. So I've given you enough. Go for it. And the funny thing is, I'm going to send it to him before he's seen it. It's the first time I've ever done this. No pictures, no like pre-approval. He's like, no, when it's done, you tell me, I'll pay for it, you send it, it's here. And I said, I will do that on one condition, and that is that we film it. We'll do it on Zoom or something like that. I want to see your reaction when you open it. So I'm super excited about that. And super exciting, another commission. You may remember the piece that I did for the Do or Don't challenge recently. Brenda Severson challenged me to the Do or Don't, and I made a piece and I called it Finite Space. It was really cool because there were 3 things that I could do and 3 things that I couldn't do. And a lot of people say, oh, it's hard to work with the limitations. And for me, it was like, oh, it gave me guidelines. It made me easier to choose. It made it easier for me to choose. And the cool thing is I did some experimental stuff in there as well, things that I'd never done before. And it turned out lovely. And it was so lovely that I thought, you know what? This is definitely a piece that deserves resin. Has lovely gold in it, as you see. It deserves resin. But I took a picture of it, and I put it on Facebook and mentioned it. And I poured the resin, and it was drying. And someone on Facebook said, hey, is this piece for sale? And I said, yes. But just know that give me a few days and I'll show it to you, because now I've already put this finish on it and maybe you won't like it. And she said, hey, but is it possible to see like your paintings live? I sell better at exhibitions and if I show the paintings. Pictures are great, but the pieces speak for themselves. So I said, sure, because this woman, she lives about 20 minutes away. So got my mask on, got in the car, went over, met her husband as well, who I'd never met before. And we brought the paintings up to the bedroom. And I started with the big ones, and just to kind of get an idea of the space. And she already knew in her mind, like, no, it's a big blank wall. We're going to need something to fill it. So maybe a big piece or several too large, or, maybe even 3. So I showed them 3 fairly big canvases, 60 by 70. I had a 60 by 80. I had a 50 by 70. So after looking at those 3, none of them were exactly what they were looking for. And then I said, well, you know what? Why don't I show you the piece that interested you first on Facebook? And I pulled that out, and I did it in a way that the tissue paper was the last thing, and I had it all loose, and then I pulled it off the front so it would be, revealed. And I also had it right side up the way I see it. And it was literally both of them like this inhalation, this like, a reverse gasp. Oh, it was beautiful. And they just loved it. It's a 50 by 50 centimeter canvas. It's 19.6 inches, so just under 2 feet. But it's a nice square. But it was just not enough. And we were toying with some larger canvases. But in the long run, I said, also 3 squares will do perfectly well. Now, in the long run, I could think in my own self-interest and like upsell and go, oh no, it should be 60 by 80, and then, you know, 60 by 60 and 60 by 60 sell up, because the bigger the canvas, the more expensive it is. But I'm looking for what's going to look best. I want them to be happy. So in the long run, it's 3 squares, 50 by 50. So I'm going to do 3 custom pours. They love that piece, finite space. They're kind of like worried, like, will it match? Well, I said, number one, I wrote down all my recipes, so I know exactly how to mix it. And number two, I have a video of exactly how I made it. They understand, of course, it won't be an identical copy, but it's like, I can definitely reproduce this, that if you put the 3 new ones and this one next to each other, you wouldn't be able to identify which one was made separate from the other ones. And they're going to pick their favorite 3. So they might take that do or don't challenge and then mix it with 2 new ones. It really depends on what composition they want. So I'm super, super excited about that. They put down a deposit, and I was immediately able to go to the art store this morning and get some supplies, not only for that painting, but for the one for Hercules. So that's super exciting. The reason I started my YouTube channel was that I challenged my friend Sasha Hudemacher to this piano pour challenge, where I would make a painting for him and he would write a musical composition based on that, and vice versa. He wrote a song for me and that inspired a painting. And that was lovely. And I've been watching these challenges. Now I've done this do or don't as well. And I met someone named, Katie is her real name, Glowing Citrine on YouTube. She does more like glow-in-the-dark acrylic painting with a brush. And she subscribed, and we started talking, and she says, oh, I'm doing this big collaboration. Why don't you come and look? And that day, my subscriber count jumped up 13, because there's this group of, I call them now the ladies. Yeah, the ladies. There's 13 of them spread from, Slovenia, California, Wyoming, England. They're fairly spread out. Really, really great. And they were doing this May the 4th Be With You challenge. For those that don't know, the 4th of May is kind of an unofficial Star Wars day. May the 4th Be With You. And they decided they were going to do galaxy pours. They had some interesting challenges. Each of the ladies had to hum part of the theme during it. Most of them were embarrassed about it. They needed to use a metallic. They had to have stars added. So there was quite a few requirements. The person who organized that, and it's art by Donna, she organized this thing, and it was just great. So the day that I thought May the 4th, it's like, oh, I've got time to paint. No, every hour, sometimes every half an hour, was the premiere of another video of these 13 ladies just throughout the day. And for me, it got pretty late because of the time zone difference. But it was really, really great. And they kind of asked me a couple of days before, it's like, oh, do you want to be part of it? And I said, you know what, you guys have already done some marketing and PR, and it's like these 13 people. But I said, please count me in the next time. So if you're really interested to see like these great galaxy pours that are all very different, if you go to Donna's page, if you click on this link here, it will take you to her May the 4th Be With You pour. And in the description of that video, you could see what the whole time frame was, and you can watch all the videos one after another. Absolutely fabulous. The other thing I've been working on is people have been saying there's a lot of videos online for acrylic pouring, but someone said to me once, you need to talk to me like I'm a 4-year-old. And that's not what I'm going to do. But it's like, when it comes down to the basics, there's some great pours online. And if you've never poured before, you've got to do so much looking to go, oh, that's what pouring medium is. And it's like, oh, wait, they said this and they said this. And, oh, that's so expensive. And some people say things like, oh, okay, we're going to do instead of a dirty, we're going to do a clean cup. And you go, wait, what is that? Yeah. So I thought, I really want to help people become acrylic pourers. So I have written a whole tutorial series, and I want them to be in like bite-sized chunks, 10-minute pieces. So I can't cover everything. So like originally I was like, okay, preparing your canvas. But when I looked at it, I was like, oh, you got to tape the canvas, you got to pin the canvas, you got to spray the canvas, you've got to put in your retainers and everything. I was just like, it's too much to cover. I don't want to rush. So I'm breaking that down into smaller steps, but they will logically follow one another. So, video 3 is taping, then video 4 will be pinning and spraying. It won't be oh, where do I find the rest? It will also be in a logical order, and I've got a whole synopsis for that I'm really, really excited about, which gets us all the way to your first pour, and then I will continue to build on that because I just love helping people. The last thing is, you may have seen this, like in my thumbnail, it's like sending a painting 17,000 kilometers or 10,500 miles. Hercules, he lives in Bondi Beach in Australia. I'm super excited because this painting that he's bought, sight unseen, I'm sending it literally, it's almost halfway around the world. I have pieces in Brazil and America, United States, Germany, Holland, Belgium. This is the furthest I have ever gone, and you really can't get much further. Tonight, after I've finished this video, I'm actually going to go upstairs and I'm going to film a video which is going to be part of my tutorial series. One of the big questions people have is about preparing the canvas, and that's an easy one to do. So I'm going to film that video, and then later I will repurpose that video material and put it into that tutorial series. And that canvas that I'm going to be prepping and taping and pinning for that video is actually the canvas I'm using for Hercules' video. So it'll be ready to go, and I don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight, but it'll be ready to go for tomorrow. So this is my update. Within the next 2 or 3 days, there will be a new video being posted. So I just wanted to get you guys up to speed, what's been happening. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thanks to the ladies. Thanks to the Peanut Gallery. Those are a group of friends that come to every premiere that I do. If you're not subscribed, please do. It just helps out. Leave a comment. All those things help in the world of the YouTube algorithm. I really, really appreciate the subscribers that I already have, and I'm really, really enjoying doing this. So I'm going to end this video now and give it a quick edit and get up as soon as possible, get up to pinning, and I've really been enjoying this journey. Thank you guys so much. My name is Michael Diederich. I'm just a poor boy, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.